Alright there. Hello there. Today Ame Gakita. Well, just a month, I haven't put my avatar yet. But anyway, let's just say that for today. I'm just going to just sit down, relax, chill, whatsoever along the line, if you guys will. And then at the same time, it's more towards like today, just kind of like don't really want to overthink too much along the line, especially most like my cut is seems better for now after seeing the doctor along the line, but at the same time it's actually more towards like I'm also setting up the schedule for next week along the line. I was like thinking of like maybe like take 1 or 2 days as a rest. Especially also like my schedule is actually not set out properly. Like at the moment, seeing things out, checking things out along the line. So at the moment, it's actually more towards like I kind of like still have the crystal pin thing that I want to do on live stream. I kind of like put the promise out for Amazon, and I kind of like didn't really say I want when or whatever. It's more towards like I haven't set the thing is on my hand. I want to do the live stream on it, but it's just that I want to make sure that I want to do it within 1 day along the line. So it's actually more towards like I'm still making sure that when I can do it along the line. Hopefully like I don't need to wait too much regardless of how things will be, considering that I'm also kind of like setting things to go back to do random chat on a wouldn't say dailies. At least let me verify that. Like there is like random chat have been put on hiatus due to my health. Considering that I couldn't stress myself, I couldn't overdo things along the line. So in a way for now, it's kind of like there's been a lot of topic to talk about lately though. Like I don't want to like call everyone out on some of the things, like from TwitchCon situation to someone streamer harass streamer along the line, or even like the most common topic, even like the left and right in USA along the line. So it's kind of like so many things that I've been putting not like on the board of random chat along the line, that I actually kind of really wonder like the loss in viewership on my end is kind of like, not saying like you guys don't come to my live stream. It's actually more towards that I know there is quite a few people who just want to see random chat on listening to my point of view, understanding from my understanding along the line, and so far it's actually quite interesting to see that especially the one thing that I also haven't really talked about is actually like Johnny Somari. Like he's going to be stuck in Korea for a long years, as well as like the voice actor. Apparently this is just from what I know, is that because MiHoYo replaced quite a few voice actor, because those Western voice actor who kind of like cause problem in a way, right? Like when new people replace it, good for the new people because they get new roles they can put in their resume, saying that hey, they voice whatever character along the line. But the thing is, it's also kind of funny that it's also causing a lot of voice actors to be very careful in the front. I'm not saying like all of them are being like voiceful in continue to be voiceful or whatever. It's more towards like some of the people who is in the role right now for some of the character, they decided to, out of nowhere, this is my understanding, is that they decided to jump back to do their voice acting, because it's like if they stop voicing, people will say that hey, I thought you got fired, or you guys causing problem along the line. It's kind of funny in a way, not saying like in a bad way, because it's like if those people want to cause scene in voice acting scene in a way, I think that is kind of like funny, because it's like right now, if I'm being honest, it's like I don't see those kind of problem in a bad way, because it's like they starting to be more quiet in a way. So it's kind of like don't see that kind of scene is a good thing. but at the same time, it's also kind of like seeing those kind of people to decided to just be silent in a way so that they don't cause more problem in future in a way. So it's kind of like interesting that I'm seeing this kind of scenery, and then after that, people also there's also the Japan and China situation, which I don't even want to talk about in a way. Not saying like in a bad way. It's actually more towards like China and Japan. I know people will say like, hey, 1,000 years they was very nice to each other. Yeah, 1,000 year is ruled by who? King, queen, emperors, whatever along the line, and now it's ruled by what? Government. So it's kind of like seeing a lot of things over the past few days in a way. I'm sure that a lot of people will have like many these different opinion, different things along the line, but at the same time it's also kind of like a moment of like, why is people causing all those issues just for the sake of it? So in a way, it's really kind of like quite interesting to see a lot of things happening. Not saying like all this is good or all this is bad. I mean, like, if there is no random chat for me to talk badly about, then I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's also more towards like a lot of things for me, right? It's best not to talk badly in regardless of how we think about. It's like we don't want bad things to happen. That's the main point. But at the same time, it's actually more towards like, the less issue on our hand is always the best thing in the world, because it's like no issue is always the best thing. The more thing that we come across is actually more towards like yeah, it's always the more a problem of like why is people going around causing the issue here, there, everywhere along the line. So in a way, it's like for me, for me who don't want to talk too much badly or whatever along the line, is kind of a good thing. And another thing is that I also find it quite interesting that a lot of HoloLive members decided to step into playing apparently playing MiHoYo game, which is kind of like interesting, because it's like I'm not sure about how you guys think about it, but it's actually more from my understanding is a lot of time I do hear that quite a few talents actually do want to play the game or stream the game. Some of them actually play the game, but they didn't stream it because it's like they wasn't given the right at the time. But now it's actually like it's kind of interesting to see a lot of moment where we can see like, hey, now we finally can have a moment of like people are able to stream games that they like along the line. So at the very least, I think that's a very good thing. And at least we don't really need to worry too much on how people think along the line, or how people say that, hey, you can stream this or you can stream that along. So it's at the very least, it's a good thing. Oh, Vinny-san, hello there, how's your day? And another thing is this at the very least, I can you reply it. Oh, you reply it. Let me take a look. Oh, there's a 17 lines. Wow. Well, the funny thing is, right, if I'm being honest, right, I have to say in a way that I'm not trying to take anyone's side along the line. I can be straight as well, but why is your dad trying to just come out and cause us like out of nowhere saying like, hey, you must be Pacific, or you must be whatsoever, and then start yelling like, is your dad having a bad day, and because your dad had a bad day and now he's causing issue along the line. I just need to. You don't even know. Wow. I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed about how your dad is able to yell at you over this kind of thing along the line. More towards like, well, next time just tell your dad. If the moment that your little brother don't cause you any issue, it should be fine. I feel like your little brother actually inherited your dad issue. I feel like the way your dad's like the thing is, right, it's like your little brother he got your father pattern, you know what I mean? Like your little brother don't listen to you, your father don't listen to you. When the police step in, you ask them, I say all these things, you never listen, and now you're bringing me again. I feel like your father is gonna get into deep trouble in future due to your little brother. I could be wrong, but I feel like all these issues is causing, it's really causing like a lot of, like, what the hell is your brother? What's, yeah, I personally feel like your little brother and your dad is always the one that is causing you to have more anger along the line. Like your mom helped you in some way, and more towards like don't cause a problem is actually fine. But it's actually more towards your dad is causing all this issue as well. It's kind of like, I have no idea what's your dad trying to prove at this point of time. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but at the same time, it's more towards like your brother is one thing, and it's more towards like your mom is one thing, but yeah, I mean like your dad is one thing and your mom is another thing, is one thing, but it's more like your dad is really want to cause more issue, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the main point. Like you aren't mad, you aren't angry, and it's something that you can still wear in future. So I don't understand like what is your dad trying to prove? I feel like your dad is trying to F fuse to fire for just for the sake of it. Like I can't say is it a good thing or a bad thing. It's more just like your dad is trying to. Like, I feel like your dad is trying to cause issue along the line that I actually kind of like don't know what he's trying to prove at this moment, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know you don't want to raise your voice, don't get me wrong. It's more towards like your dad is trying to like make sure that you have issue along, you know what I mean? And then he will just say that, hey, girls must be very gentle along the line. Even though it's like, you know the funny thing is, right? We are living all in a world where they say that equality, where girls and boys should be like in equal way along the line. But there are still some people who is still in the I don't know why, but it's actually more towards like their mindset is thinking of like, hey, I'm the guy, you're the girl, you must listen to me, or you are a girl, whatever along the line. It's kind of like, I have no idea what your father trying to read along the line, you know what I mean? Yes, I talk a lot, don't get me wrong, okay? I can talk to 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hours. But I'm not the type to go and brag and drag and nap and whatsoever along the line, dude, you know what I mean? Oh no! I don't want to know. It's more towards like it's more to it's actually more towards like your I would just say in the most important. It's like your father trying to cause issue just for the sake of for it. You know what I mean? Like your father wants you to have issue, all for the sake of like what the heck? You know, like your father is like every day must have issue. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's like your dad just wanting to like your yeah, I feel like you need a proper rest. I feel like you in a way need a proper rest along the line. And also another thing that I think that Vanessa you might want to also listen is that apparently in currency war, okay, for those who actually also play Honkai Star Rail, for what I do know is that normally we go to reach 3 star and then we stop, right? Apparently there is a maximum 4 star. So if you are able to be so damn lucky to go all the way to 4 star, you give more higher stat in, which is kind of good in a way, but it's also kind of like interesting that in Honkai Star Rail they decided to go with that, hey, we can make you have a 4 star. And I'm actually kind of like surprised in a way though, like we have to go all the way for 4 star in like 1 star, 2 star, 2 star is really good enough already, and then they say oh we got 3 star, 4 star along the line. And I'm not sure. I feel like they're actually trying to make it like, hey, it's a thing along the line. So I'm actually kind of surprised in a way. Like I seriously have no idea what they're going for in regardless of that end. But gaming is still gaming though. I mean, if people are able to achieve it easily, then good for them. I think like on my end, 3 star good enough, 2 star best enough. Like unless we're playing very very hard mode where 4 star is required along the line, you know what I mean? I don't think you need to worry about your deck issue. Like in a way, like I feel like your dad is trying to cause you to have a headache along the line, not saying like in a good way, bad way, whatever way. It's actually more towards like your dad is all like, I'm not gonna defend him. It's more towards like your dad is just having a bad day and just trying to vest out, and for some reason you and your mom got into the fire in the way, you know what I mean? Like yeah, I mean like don't get me wrong. Like if he's got his own issue is one thing, but some you know like there are some people who, oh, I got issue, I don't want to be nice, let cause the anger hell along the line. It's always my own dad always do this in a way, so can't really blame him. But it's more towards like there are some people who always talk about things that always seems to be like as if it's there and basically it's nothing there. It's like nothing burger, but people decide to make a mock you out of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like your dad is just trying, like as Pio-san say, he just want to steam up along the line, but yeah, I think your father is just trying to cause anger within the house. You know what I mean? Not saying like I'm not saying like it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's actually more towards like you can just say that yes, I'm stressed because you like you can say this. I'm angry because you're scolding me, like something like that. Like you can just tell him that like hey, you also don't want to be scolded, right? Obviously I will be like you can just say that hey, you don't like people scolding you, then it's one thing, but you scolding me, you think I'll be happy. I feel like at least in this way it will be much better. Like don't go around saying like hey I want this or I want that along the line. It's actually more towards like your father is trying to cause you to have anger like along the line. Like not saying like is it a good thing or bad thing. It's actually like I mentioned. I feel like your father is just trying to cause you to have like just like I feel like number one is that your father is maybe having a bad day and then maybe he just want to steam out, but for some reason he saw your situation and he just decided to steam out. It's actually most of the time there are such cases, especially like older traditional people. There's a reason why I always tell you guys that hey, you guys want to steam out, want to vest out, I will listen. Like I won't go and scold you guys or whatever. I will just only give you guys advice on what to do, what to say. Like I feel like father in a way, I'm not gonna say that your father should kind of listen to me along the line, but I think it's like more towards your dad just need a moment of like he need to calm down, need to relax, need to not overthink things. Like there are times when people actually just need some listening in a way, and most of the time when they have a bad day, it's actually I think it's like it's an Asia thing where a lot of people always go with the idea saying that hey, you got a bad day, 悪いの日ですよね. Like you just want to keep on saying again and again. So there's always those kind of people. I can't say it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's actually more towards like Paul. I would just definitely say that it's more towards like things will always keep happening. The one thing that is gonna best be turned to ash is your anger. Let your anger be ash and the ash get blown away. No, I feel like your dad is just trying to cause you to be angry along the line. I mean, like the one thing that is causing you annoyance is more towards your little brother who you say like you could the dinner and your little brother just take it without even saying. Like I feel like if your brother says something that would be good, but actually how is your little brother do? Like I'm not sure about Indonesian boy, but like I always hear like this is like something that I always hear. Okay, like especially in Singapore, I hear a lot of people saying like, "Hey, Muslim boy," and then in Malaysia, I hear about Muslim the Malay boys, and then in Indonesia, I feel like it's always like all the Muslim new little boy. It'll be causing a lot of issue here, there, everywhere, and people always say that oh, they're just little boy, little girl. I feel like one day if they start doing drugs or if they start going around killing people along the line, I feel like that is a whole new different issue. I can only hope that your little brother will turn good one day, and then when he turns good one day, then you start twisting all the evil thing that he did in the past when he was young. Like I'm saying this, okay? Like maybe if he turns into a good person in future, at least you can like maybe say in a way that hey, you used to annoy me along the line. Like at least say in a way that I'm not saying like he must understand all the things is wrong. Yeah, but as for right now, I think it's actually best that if you are having annoyance, your dad causing you all these issues, then it's best just rest out. And especially more so that don't forget to get more food before you go off. Okay, that is all. Yeah, especially like if you are having your head throbbing, more so you need to go and rest out. Yeah, go and have a good night rest. Good night, son. Go and rest up properly. It's like even I myself is actually more towards like right now just deciding to rest out and like today I'm not gaming. Okay, as much as I love doing gaming stream at high, I feel like there are like maybe 2-3 days I need to do chatting stream, and then the random chat I feel like I need to bring it back again. Considering that it's a lot of things that I really not saying like I need to like voice them out in a way, not in a bad way or whatever way. It's more towards like if there is no big issue, you don't hear guys me talking about story along the line. I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's actually more towards that some stuff is really best not going through in the way that we want to, you know. Yeah, let's just hope that Vanessa will have a good night rest. Actually, also like later on, I will also go and have a proper rest myself. Like I don't really want to think too much too. Yeah, the thing is, right, on my end, I was thinking of the crystal painting. The plastic crystal, those little things doing the painting along the line. But it's actually more towards like I probably have to plan one proper day next week to do it. Especially also that is a Hokkai Star View main story that I need to do next week as well. Hopefully next 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I'm starting like my schedule wise to like 2 days rest to this week, considering like Wednesday taking a rest, and then Saturday I'm taking a rest. Like the thing is like my cat, I still need to be with it. Like it's getting better in a way, okay guys, at least it's eating more now. But at the same time, we also need to make sure that the cat is eating medicine. We also have to inject medicine into it as well. So the thing is, we need to like see how it goes. Hopefully, like things won't turn bad. Like you guys have to understand, is like injecting medicine into the cat, and it's not like 1 liter, 2 liter kind of amount. Okay, apparently we have to insert 100 ml of like this kind of like you know, like in hospital where they say okay, insert water into our vein along the line, right? Yeah, we are inserting that but pet version in a way. So we can only hope that my cat will turn out better, especially more so that we have to do it more fiercely for at least 2 weeks, because it's like, from my understanding, is that my our house cat got, like, due to old age, is having failing kidney, and we can only hope that my cat will kind of like be able to be at least be better. And hello there, how's the day? Right now I'm just doing chit chat, relaxing, regardless of how you guys think. It's more towards like I really making it like 1 week, at least 1 day talking with, mostly Sunday now. At least I'm still setting up the schedule for next week. Like the schedule for next week, I'm still haven't like set up the date yet and stuff. I don't know how you guys like bean. There are times when I eat some bean, there are some times when I don't even eat beans. Actually, I'm kind of curious, how do you guys actually like baked bean or whatever? Like the thing is, right, even if like there is like green beans or red beans or whatever, like I don't know, like there are some times when I do eat bean, like especially like in those dumpling bao along the line, but normally if you ask me, like I don't eat like I don't eat those too. Like red. Let me see whether I can find it first. I'm talking about I don't know like for some reason sometimes when like even when I was in Japan, there's quite a lot of people actually like this kind of thing though. Just to showcase, like you just cause like sometimes I see like people liking this kind of thing. Like I'm not sure about you guys. It's like there is the red bean suit, and then there is the green bean suit. Like I don't know, like green bean, like sometimes seen people actually like it a lot. I'm not saying like it's bad, okay? So I still eat some bean just for health reason, but there is like a lot of people who like this kind of thing. Especially like red bean soup is also very popular in Japan. Especially it's called oshiru. So like even in like when I was in Japan, I seen actually people sometimes like even my boss offer me to eat this, and I just kind of like force myself to eat it. Not saying like in a bad way. It's like if I'm being offered it, I would just kind of like eat it. But normally I don't eat it. So like there is a Chinese version, there is a Japanese version, there is also like I don't know. And then the next thing that I hardly do, I don't know, like I knew like UK people also like this kind of thing. Like I seen quite a lot of people eating this sort of thing in a way as well. Like there's some people who even got the baked bean and then they go and bake it further to make it even crispier along the line. I don't know. I don't know. Like there are some people. Like the funny thing is, right? When I say I do eat bean, it's like especially like the soya bean sprout that not this one. I mean like ramen when they add this kind of thing is kind of like I know there's quite a lot of people who eat this kind of thing, especially in Japan when they add this kind of thing to along the line. But like milk, okay, like there's a soya bean milk, and like I actually quite like soya bean milk. Oat milk is nice, but if possible, I would try to drink soya bean milk at times. Especially more like the taste is nice though. It's like in case anyone wondering, like I do eat this kind of bean in a way. Like juice I go for using your brother account. Oh, use your own account. But I'm not saying like it's bad or whatever. Okay, I mean like considering that I have to play horror game when I'm I have to play horror. I have to freaking play horror game when I get 100 viewers in future. Not now. Like right now, me reaching 100 viewers is like need at least 100 years later, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a popular VTuber, okay, guys. Don't think of anything too much. Next week is 17 to 23, okay. So it's warmer and more watery. No, the thing is, right, it's more towards the bean itself that I hardly eat, you know what I mean? Like I used to hate it a lot, to the point that I don't eat it. But it's actually more towards like as I get older, for health reason, I start eating it though. Like in curry, if there is bean, I just eat it. In red bean, green bean, so if people offer to me, I will eat it. But normally, if I go and buy it, I won't buy it though. It's actually more towards like I hardly go for those. Not saying like it's bad or whatever, okay? I mean like if you guys can eat healthy food to make yourself nice along the line, I think that's still good. I don't know. I mean, like, there's always these people. Like, the thing is, right? A lot of people say like bean is good for your health, whatever along the line. But if in my case, like, I wouldn't like if you got green beans or whatever, I wouldn't eat it. There's even the case of like, paste. What is it called? Like this one. Like there's the red bean palm bun that sometimes I eat. Like basically it's red bean inside, and this kind of like it's kind of like nice in a way. So there are times when I eat this. Like people, I won't say that I will purposely go and buy myself. Okay, it's when people buy it for me, I will eat it. But if I'm like, if you ask me, will I buy it? Not really. Black bean. I think that is the. Let me do a check. Black bean. What? Oh, there is the. They call it the black sesame. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Is that black bean? Black bean sauce. Oh. Yeah, I will have to agree on that. Because it's like when they are in like a bit sticky, whatever, I don't mind it. Not saying like not saying like it's good or bad. It's actually more towards like if it's nice, I will eat it. But will I go and make it myself? Very unlikely. I think the black bean sauce is well known for the Korean food, I guess. The jjajangmyeon. I feel like the jjajangmyeon, the black bean is actually more popular in Korea for this platform, from my understanding. Especially more so like this is the one thing that I remember. Red beans. Wait, just about it. No, I'm kind of curious. Tea. You mean like as in something like this? As in like they add that red bean to it? Oh, interesting. I didn't know you guys actually drink something like this. It's kind of like red bean soup in a way, but at the same time it's tea in a way. Oh, interesting. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, red bean, green bean do have that moment of being used as a dessert. So I think it to drinks like tea actually make it kind of like having a dessert in a way, but at the same time it's also kind of like you guys will be very careful if it's too sweet, okay? Especially most like too much sugar, not saying that it's bad, but it's actually more towards like you guys have to be very very careful if you got diabetes, or when there's a moment when you pee and you can smell very too sweet along the line, because it's more towards your body is not processing the sugar in a way. So yeah, milk tea is still good. I won't deny that. I won't deny that. Especially also that a lot of people actually, including myself, do drink milk tea. But the thing is, right, I hardly drink outside milk tea nowadays. If you guys know that due to my health, there is a lot of restriction. Like I have to like, not saying like I can't go out and eat. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's more towards like now I got so many restrictions where I best eat at home nowadays. Though. Like cook at home, eat at home, along that line. Yeah, I think it's more towards like if people use bean as a dessert, I think it's kind of like being used as an interest in a way though. Especially also like there are people who eat bean just like not as a meal, don't get me wrong, it's actually more towards like they use it as a dessert in a way though. In Japan, the red bean soup that I just showed you guys, it's kind of like one of the things that Japanese people do eat it as a dessert in a way, like after a meal. Then they will say they will often more than not will serve the red bean soup to customer. Especially like in one Japanese restaurant that I used to work, they always make sure they cook a lot of red bean soup, and when there is like leftover because some people don't want it, then it's being served to us as a way to finish up the food because we don't want to throw the food away. So it's actually kind of like interesting that we have like always been served red bean soup as a dessert. Like sometimes they will say, hey, today, let's say for example, today meal is curry rice, and then we also have dessert as red bean soup as a dessert. So it's actually kind of like interesting that I eat quite a few myself. Especially like normally I will try not to take it, but if it's nice, not bad, I'll just go for it. Now the funny thing is, right, they told the Japanese restaurant boss last time told me that it's one of their traditional recipe. Not sure who's the one, like China or Japan, whatever along the line. But I was told that they say that especially when they say in Japanese, like in Nihon de totemo yume de, like they even say in that way. Basically, in translation, is very popular in Japan along the line. So it's something that I was kind of like surprised in so many ways. But I just ate it. If they offer it to me, I would just eat it along the line. Not saying like is it a good thing or a bad thing. It's more towards like I hardly go for it. If there is a good popular store, even my friend want to go and eat, I say, hey, you guys go ahead. But I normally won't go and buy it. Like even if it tastes nice, don't get me wrong, I will not go for it along the line. Not saying like it's bad, whatever. It's more towards like I hardly eat any bin type stuff though. Not saying like it's bad, okay. If people cook for me and have it, I will just eat it. I mean, like, it's for health in a way, so it's just that when if it's just not what I look out for. I mean, like, not saying like it's good or bad. It's actually more towards like if people give it to me, I'll just accept it along, you know what I mean? Like even when ramen have a lot of bean sprout, I was just okay, I will just eat it. It's kind of like even if it tastes good, I will just say that hey, if it's part of it, but normally I'll try not to have too much bean sprout. Like there is always like some effect where they say that in health term, if you eat in moderation, it's good, but if you eat too much, it's gonna have a health issue. You know what I mean? So like this is one of the things that sometimes I always tell you guys, like eating in moderation. Some of the good things to eat, yes, but if you keep eating it again and again, it may end up harming you instead because of all the side effects along the line. Especially like my sister eat spicy chicken for 3 days straight, okay, because her husband cared for her, okay. So the funny thing was that my sister liked the spicy chicken and she ate it for 3 days, and you know what happened on the 4th day? She lost her voice for a month. Like she couldn't speak, she couldn't say anything, and in a good way, it was kind of like good for the husband in a way because he doesn't need to get my sister scolding him or nagging at him along the line. But it was kind of like funny having my sister unable to scream, shout, or whatever along the line. But we just kind of like, hey, you don't need to speak, you can't speak along the line. So it's like spicy chicken. Yes, it's nice, it's delicious for her. But when you keep eating it and then you kind of like causing health issue along the line, then it became a problem. So often more than not, right, some food for some people, not all people, like some people can eat spicy chicken for 7 days, 1 year, 7 years, whatever along the line. Like you will notice like, hey, maybe they are fine with eating those kind of things. But for some people who don't eat it on the daily basis or don't really have the health issue, like have some health issue that they can't eat whatever, then obviously people can't eat that. Especially also my own sister, she got some health issue on her stomach at a time when she couldn't eat too much or she couldn't eat something that can cause issue. Like especially like if you guys always say that I always say that my sister is allergic to chocolate, and basically she only can eat white chocolate. So white chocolate, as long as there is no the cocoa bean in it, I think it's fine. Like she is actually allergic to cocoa bean, but if it's like white chocolate in a way, then yeah, I think she is fine. But even so, we hardly tell her to eat what's all those things along the line as a safety reason though. So like regardless of how it's always like always in moderation, be careful of what you eat in. Like if we say like, hey, how true is that? Like we can say that, hey, the most spicy chili I believe is the Reaper, right? Or Pepper S, I don't know. Like I hear about these two names. So let's say for example, like why can some people eat it, but why some people can't eat it? It's because like some people don't have the ability to count the spiciness. So it's that some people can't eat those chili. But if we say that who can eat it on a daily basis, yeah, the creator himself, the one who created the Reaper chili and the Pepper S chili, like he make it himself and he tasted it, and he can basically we see on like if you go and find that he eating it and it's like to him it's like he is fine from eating it, then yeah, that's the thing. Chocolate in Japanese is chocolate. Chocolate. I mean like it's actually called in it's not chocolate. It's chocolate. And because the T, they can't translate the late as LATE as LA as RA ra, and they translate TES because there is a Japanese T on it. So normally they do that kind of translation on the line. British was go right on the way. But yeah, oh, some people also call it chocolate though. I almost forgot. But the thing is, right, if you want to remember it in the most close way, I'm pretty sure they call it choco. Then you can just say choco, animals ka, choco. Because if you say choco, it's actually more towards like chocolate powder, but if you say choco ka arimasu ka, choco, they will understand what you mean already. So if you guys search it up, like in this way, like let me screw it up for you guys. Like if you like chocolato and then choco or chocola, but normally they always use chocolato as the official one. But like when I was working, we always use the word choco myself. So like in a way they always use choco. Especially like if anyone would say choco ice cream ga arimasu ka, or choco drink ga arimasu ka, choco milk arimasu ka. Yeah, they normally go for those kind of things. Right? Not saying like in a bad way or whatever. It's more towards like Japanese people prefer chocolate nut. The Japanese people like to say in the most simple way, not in the most outrageous way, okay? Like, I don't want you guys to go and say, like, hey, what is this good or is that bad along the line, okay? But something about not true, whatever along the line. I don't want you guys to start thinking like, am I ridiculous? Like, especially when I was working in the restaurant, I was already kind of like, oh. But it's kind of like, not saying like it's a good thing or bad thing, okay? It's more towards like, when I was working in some restaurant, I'm working as either a washer, washing the dish along the line. There are sometimes when I work as a fryer in some restaurant, or work as a cooker in a way. So it's kind of like, anyone you know, yes, I work as assistant chef, and then there was like a helper's chef. I don't know why they call it that way. Then there was also the case of like being the washer along the line. So it's kind of like, I guess they have different pronunciation for this kind of thing. Not sure is it a good thing or is it a bad thing. It's more like now in my case, right, I hardly go for all those things. so I don't really think, like, I don't overthink too much along the line. You even like prepare food, okay? Like we don't use the word prepare food. Food prep. We call it prep food. Food prep, food prep. Prepare shimasu ka? Junbi shite imasu ka? Oh well, I mean, like, some stuff is best not to overthink. Oh, am I? Have you never watched my still alive moment? I say my age in that video. You can go and check it out. You want a job? Yeah, even I myself want a job in a way. But the thing is, right, even though I'm kind of recovered, but the issue on hand is that I can't stand for over 4-5 hours there. And I can, like, the only thing I can say is that I once I reach the limit, I need to lie down. Like, as in, I need to lie on bed. And... Peo-san! ちょっと待って! Was I speaking this voice by that age? Do I sound very, very old? Oh yeah, I feel very, very old. Yeah, but you want to hear the age actually in the still alive video. You need to chat on the video part. I did say it. My true age, okay. Man, it's revealed. You guys can't deny it. Nor can I deny it. Can't say to whatsoever. But at least we don't look into bad stuff, good stuff, whatever stuff, okay? You never mention you cannot say anything. Even I myself just prefer to rest. Prefer to rest is always the way to go. like I have to say at least, right? Like even I myself prefer not to overthink too much stuff along. Okay, like if anything, just sometimes resting along the line is the way to go. No, overthinking is always the best. At least on how I think. But because it's also a moment of like just resting. I will be like sleeping soon later on, especially more like I don't really want to think too much. But let me see the schedule. I think I can show you guys this. Like earlier I was doing this just now. Yeah, what's on anime? Yeah, what's on anime? I can show you guys this. I was setting out the schedule for next week, so in case anyone don't know, it's like I'm gonna do like just gaming, rest one day, then gaming, one more day rest. Like I can't do. I'm not saying like in a bad way, okay? It's like I can't do long hour of gaming or long day of gaming in a way. So I can, like, the only thing I can say is like for now, I can need like two gaming and then 1 day rest and then 2 day gaming and then 1 day rest. I seriously have to set it this way. I think I can show you guys this not website, this channel. Let me see if I can turn it on. Let's set it to. Okay. So Jet Authority arrested. So if you can really get arrested, that would be nice. So I think like one that I can recommend to you guys to go and take a look, okay, is Muse Asia. Like I think you guys should check that out. And also I need to lower the top because of you. One of the things that I can recommend you guys to look out for is actually called a Gatherer Adventure. This is one of them. I can recommend you guys to go and watch it. Then there is My Status as an Assassin, obviously Exit the Heroes. This one I can recommend you guys to watch it as well. And two more I believe was released recently. Let This Grieving Soul Retire. It's already all the way to 20 already, so I think you guys can check it out. It's one of my favorite. Okay, I actually watched the light novel all the way already, so I know a lot of all happening. The manga is a bit different from the manga, but it's actually kind of like it's really kind of interesting along the line. Then I believe there is another one that I can recommend. Like Reborn is also one of Reborn one I can recommend. Like it's one of the oldest. Okay, He-Man Reborn is one of the oldest anime that I can recommend. But if you guys got the time to check it out, I do recommend to check it out. Like it's like 100 plus already, so you guys can check those out. Another one that I can recommend is called the Campfire Cooking in Another World. This one is also kind of like interesting in a way. So if you guys actually got the time to watch it, go check out Campfire Cooking to see what you guys need to. But other than that, it's also kind of like just check out the playlist, and there is a whole list that you guys can look out for. So this tree is already kind of like in a good way. If you guys are into like revenge, a moment of like the main character is the one seeking out revenge, Unlimited Kacha is one of them to look out for. So also all this is like you guys can go and check it out. Like it's basically, in case anyone just Google Muse Asia. They call it Muse Asia, but I always call it Muse Asia. So you guys go and check this out, and you guys will be able to see a lot of interesting ones. Pressure is also quite nice. Like Unlimited, like a lot of them are quite nice too. So if you guys got the time to look it out, it's nice. I'll show you another one that I believe is called the Perry Everything, I believe. This one I can recommend you guys to watch it. This one is actually very interesting, where this guy was actually so-called being weak, and it's kind of like a moment of that he became so strong that he can just defend and counter every single thing. It's kind of like funny, but I mean like that's the way you go though. So I will recommend you guys, if you guys can watch this anime. It's a 5 hours anime. All the episode, it is a very good one. So do go and check it out if you guys have the moment to check it out. Have I watched? Yes, I have watched, and I prefer not to say anything. I played the game in Japan it was a game, okay, at the time it was a game. It was also a moment that a lot, like, it was popular in a way, but wasn't like well known in the overseas because it was just only in Japan, because it's a horse racing moment where competition horse racing, okay. So there is a moment of like we have to gamble money in the way. We don't just watch the horse run, okay. We also like kind of like bet a bit in real life money on the horse racing, okay. It's a competition racing. But the thing is, right, it was released as a game at the time, and it was kind of like the moment where the story wasn't that deep yet. It was kind of like a moment of the story just go in a way that, hey, if those horses are girls and we are watching a moment, then how are you going to train every them? So at the time it was kind of like a moment of like, it was kind of fun, and the only issue on the hand is that you guys understand it was released around the same period as Genshin. It's a very old game in a way, okay. And the time the control system wasn't that good, especially like Genshin was the one that made it a moment of like you have to have pity in game along the line, don't get me wrong. So when I played the game, I kind of like not saying like I hate the game, it's more towards that I stopped playing it because of my luck, that I couldn't get the character I want, that I had to spend money in it, so I didn't really play the game anymore. But I still read onto the anime, read the manga, and it's still kind of interesting in a way, considering that when a lot of people, especially like you can ask Vanessa, like I remember she said that she played the game very fiercely as well. So was I didn't do it? Yes, I was at that moment at the time, especially when it was released only in Japan. But when it got released to the global, I was kind of like shocked in a way to see the number of people playing the game and wanting the game along the line, and people appreciating the game as well, which was kind of like something that I am like half happy in a way, but at the same time is the reason why I kind of like a little bit disappointed is that, wow, it took them so long to play this game. So I think it's probably that at the time is that they from I remember when I spoke to the producer or anime, all those people, and they say that, hey, if they can spread to overseas to let gain more attraction, that they should do it. But at that time they didn't spread it to overseas in a way, and it's kind of sad to see those kind of moments, you know? And not my cat in my room is hungry, but I can't feed it. But hey, as long as yeah, okay, this anime I would say that is, you have to understand one thing. You just need to understand that he can defend everything along the line, and I don't think we need to worry too much. Yes, nani. Well, basically, it's just a guy who always think that he's weak, and then he trained himself to became able to defend against everything, and he really good, right? And just defend it, parry every single thing, even like the demon monster, or every single hit along the line. Oh, Shama. Even my cat is all here, you guys. Hey, Shama, say hi. Hi, say hi. Hi. Yeah, my cat is 15, 16 years old already. It's a way more than senior cat, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember the name though. That's the thing. Oh well. I think it's also a good time for me to go and rest out as well. So as long as I continue talking, I think tomorrow, I think you guys saw the schedule already, that I will put up the schedule to play. Let me show you guys. Like they took the money from like at least let you guys see, it's like the schedule is really kind of like gaming rest, and then one day chatting. Okay, so yeah, my cat is really early, so at least let you guys know the schedule, and I'll post this later on, not today, but tomorrow I'll post it to let you guys see the full schedule, because considering the timing it should be around that time. So I'm gonna bring my cat out for resting as well as to make sure. I think it's just not to eat something along the line. We'll see how it goes. But that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys again at the next video or live stream. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have a nice day. All night. Bye bye. I need to let my cat go and rest out as well. Good night. Good night. I think that you guys hear his purring sound.